A very good evening and welcome to Power Talk. I'm Juhi Rajput and I have with me my co-host Mr. Shekhar. Well, today's topic for discussion is hydropower, potential and progress. Though there is a huge hydropower potential in the country, but only a marginal amount has been tapped till yet. Hydropower development will not only boost the power generation in the country, but it will also help in improving the socio-economic development of the underdeveloped part of the country. To talk on the subject, we are now joined by Mr. Jayant Kavle, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Power. Mr. Yogen Prasad, Special Advisor, Energy, Government of Uttarakhand and Chairman, Uttarakhand Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited. Mr. H.K. Sharma, Chairman and Managing Director, Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited. Mr. S.K. Mittal, Director and CEO, Lanco Group. Welcome all of you and thanks for joining us.
This part of EMA Power News is brought to you by Raveen Cables. Why not choose the best?
Would like to start this discussion with you, Mr. Kavle. What are the initiatives the government has undertaken for the development of hydropower in the country?
We have had a new hydro policy recently, that is 2008, which is a modification of the earlier hydro policy of 1998. So after a gap of about 10 years, taking into account the new developments that are taking place in the hydropower sector, impetus has been given and basic thrust has been to create a level playing field between public sector undertakings and the private sector. Because we are seeing lately, in the last 4 or 5 years or so, the entry of the private sector, which is a very good and welcome sign, in a big way. However, they had certain difficulties which emanated from some of our earlier policies. So those roadblocks have been removed. And we have given them, basically what it means is that 60% of their power can be sold to utilities on a cost plus basis as public sector undertakings do, and 40% of the power can be sold as merchant power. So it gives them an opportunity to take advantage of the market situation, of the rates, very high rates that are currently in vogue in the market. As you know, we have a power market and we also have a power exchange now. So day ahead sale of power is also possible on a merchant basis. So these are some of the changes that have been brought about in the hydro policy, and we see that there's a lot of renewed interest as a result of this for the hydropower sector.
The new hydro policy has been announced. The first hydro policy just came into effect in 1998, and after 10 years, this new. Do you feel that new hydro policy
Boost private participation in hydro?
The way 60% power can be sold on the regulatory rates and 40% that can be on the market price, because market is very good. The only issue which is to be addressed still, that in case of private developers, if suppose cost of the project is increased, financing comes in the, no financial institution comes in the picture. So that issue is to be addressed still. How like Dulhasti, like other projects which suffered in the government sector, because they were in the government sector, they have survived. That project has been completed. If such type of situation comes in the private, how they will cover up? So this issue is still to be addressed. And as far as this policy, they have covered so many things, and still I think in coming years, if few things we shall notice, certainly it will be covered.
In other sectors also there is time and cost overrun. In the private sector, financial institutions have ways of dealing with that. So just as in other sectors, the time and cost overrun will be dealt with by financial institutions, it will be done in this case also.
This part of EMA Power News is brought to you by L&T. It's all about Imagineering.
Do you feel that hydropower development is gathering pace despite a variety of factors that hinders its development?
Actually, earlier there was no hydro policy, there was no time limit fixed. People were going at their own. Technology was not available. But now technology available, if there is a political will in the country, if the sanctions are coming on time, hydro projects can be implemented on time. But for implementation of hydro project, lot of skills are required. It's not that only money can implement the project. There are many developers who have money, who have power, but they are not able to implement. I don't want to name them. So for developing of any hydro project, a lot of skills are required, for which proper training is to be given to the manpower, and then only things can be done. Hydro projects implementation needs a lot of technical skill in respect of contract management also. When divisions are coming, whether it is true or not, all these things are to be seen. But now the way new hydro policy has also come, I expect that some better results should come now.
The bulk of hydropower potential which remains to be harnessed is located in the northeast, but there are a lot of hurdles.
The major, as you raise this point, now if you see the balanced potential available, now they are mostly in 5 states. The facilitation to be given by the state governments are not really forthcoming. And what they see is, okay, what is the gain to the state, not to the nation as a whole? And keeping in that in view only, they are allocating the projects. And now, since I am from a CPSU, now I'll just tell that CPSUs have been put on the back foot by the private developers, because we are broadly guided by the Government of India guidelines, which does not allow us to take the project on the upfront premium basis, and more than 12 plus 1% we cannot really offer the free power to the states, because we are a regulated one. And in case of the private, probably they are getting all that. Other is the clearances. Now, single window system clearances should be there, which is not really there. And I suggest that, in fact, state government should take this work, like acquisition of the land and diversion of the forest land and MOEF clearance. Most of the role is played by the state government. They should take this work as on contract basis, maybe on a contract that, okay, X project is there in state of, let us say, Arunachal Pradesh. All the clearances to be done by the state government in a time-bound manner. Let us say 1 year we fix, and this is the cost which they are going to charge. This being state subject, they should really deal it in case it has to come forward with it. Allocation of the project does not really mean that it is solved.
Like in ultra mega power projects, where the government created the special purpose vehicle. So on the behalf of the developer, they used to take the clearances, and like they just used to hand over the project to a particular developer. So as Mr. Sharma said, like if this mechanism can be worked out in the states.
There are 2 issues over here. Firstly, in the case of ultra mega power projects, a special purpose vehicle is formed by PFC. It acquires all the clearances, etc. And then there's a tariff based bidding.
Yeah.
Right. Whoever offers the least tariff is awarded the project. The paradox in this case is that the host state in a hydropower project is not interested in the least tariff. It is interested in maximizing the revenue that it gets out of it, as Mr. Sharma was saying. So they go the reverse direction. Whoever offers the highest premium gets the project. That is one issue. Now these states happen to be hilly states who don't necessarily have the same kind of human development infrastructure in terms of technical skills, etc. Basically, these are very, very remote locations. As we have seen, even a highly developed and very efficient PSU like PFC is having a number of difficulties in doing all these clearances business for the ultra mega power project. It's not easy. It's taking them a very long time. The third issue is that in these states, naturally they are in a hurry to develop their projects. We have been after them, okay, let's go about it more systematically. Let's first prepare the DPR. Now the DPR preparation itself takes 2 years. After you prepare the DPR, you will get concurrence from CA, that will take 1 year. After that, you start acquiring land, you start taking clearances, forest clearance, etc. It might take 4 to 5 years. Who has the time to wait all this? Some of the states, they say, I mean, sorry, we can't do all this. We don't have that kind of time. And elected governments typically have a horizon of 5 years. They would like to start development as fast as possible.
As Mr. Kamble said, state has to take the initiative if we have to develop the hydro resources.
I don't think there will be any problem as far as the state of Uttarakhand is concerned. We are certainly going to do bigger projects also ourselves, and some of the projects will be doing with the joint venture. So Uttarakhand government is really serious, and we don't have now shortage of manpower also. We are giving training to the people, and I expect that within 1 year time Uttarakhand will be as good as any central PSUs today existing in the country. And in 2 years it will be surpassing everybody.
It's time to take a short break. We'll carry on this discussion on the other side. You keep watching Part Talk.